So with that said, we're going to introduce the next group. I'd like to welcome them to Centennial Lepquinm Gumilgit Gagoadim. The Ts'msyen dancers are a multi-generational group that was formed in 2005. Their youngest member turned 1 in March, and their eldest will turn 90 this year. With roots from Metlakatla and from British Columbia, LGG strives to be an outlet in the Anchorage community on Tsimshian, the language of the Tsimshian. Their songs and dancers show heart, enthusiasm, and humor that have been left in their care by ancestors that have walked into the forest before them. LGG has been led the past 13 years by Marcella Siksik. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Lepquinm Gumilgit Gagoadim.
Emagansak, and Dixishim, Bogagodixishim, Sabaslaskandas Newsum, Sigamana, Sigiriget, Shamoygit, Gabawalsik, Tatni Nageta, Galsup, Edit Gabit Gusk, Luim Godot Newelnishim, Sagat Nimi dat Simshendoayu, Gan Hada Deep Tegu, Will Uxtum a Deep Deoaku, Nigyox Deoltzangen, Get Land, Adalako Lam Nat Asku, Lepquinm Gumilgit Gagoadim, Hukmelgum Goa. Good morning. Chiefs, matriarchs, councils of the chiefs, prince and princesses, everyone in the community, I'm very happy to see you here today. My traditional name is Pull Songs from the River of Skeena. I'm Tsimshian from Metlakatla from the Raven Clan. The two Tsimshian tribes I belong to are the Gitlan on my mother's side and the Lepquinm on my father's side. We are Lepquinm Gumilgit Gagoadim Tsimshian dancers based out of Anchorage, but we all have roots in Metlakatla as well as British Columbia, Canada. Our first song that we shared for you was a Tsimshian anthem. It was written by Gibam Lahach, David Robert Boxley. And our entrance song that brought us onto the stage is a song I wrote for the dance group when we formed in 2005. The rest of the songs we'll be sharing with you from here on out were written by myself, and we've never done this before, so I'm really nervous doing all songs I wrote, and so... And we have a celebration miracle. We're ahead of time. One of the SHI staff told us that we could take our time because we're early, and I offered Theo to talk, and she went, no. So she declined. She's better at fillers than I am. I'd rather not be up here on the mic. Our first song we'd like to share with you is a Purification song. This is words that were shared by our elder Henry Reeve. He talked about how the men would go into the coldest waters and prepare their bodies before they went out hunting, and they would hit the devil's club on their skin to camouflage their human scent. And this song will be danced by our men. This is a Purification song. Waini Tishwaska Tsimsyen, Ashigik Othla Ashji Zidoxla Maslakashla.
Now, this is what the Ts'msyen did long years ago, when they still lived in Metlakatla.
Shalom. Doikshishim Tatnish Nushim, thank you very much. For balance, the next song that we'll share with you is Danced by the Women. And this song is a Tide woman singing from our perspective in Anchorage, being so far away from Metlakatla. And the English translation is not on my drum. The English translation is, the waves surround me, they cradle me, my heart is always home. The crashing waves surround me, my heart is always here, my heart is always home. So this is Gyamsuk singing from our perspective in Anchorage, being so far away from Metlakatla. This is our ladies' dance. Nakshudade, Lukta wenu, Adagim safnu, Lidawen, Legi gagaito, Urwa, Wilskuna bodu. Jokes Hashem, thank you very much. While we're getting ready for the next song, I would just like to say thank you. Acknowledge some of my peers who are learning Shmalgit just as I am, and they're real supportive. When I do compose new songs, I send them an audio file, I send them the words to the song and ask them what they think, and if I need some corrections. I just like to thank Davey Boxley, Gavin Hudson, Michael, Jason, Candace McGilton, Elfie Price, David Nelson III, Doikshishim Tatnish Yushim. Thank you, all of you, for taking the time and supporting me as a learner, and I'm really grateful to have all of you in my life. Doikshishim, thank you very much. Our next song that we'd like to share with you were the words of my auntie Dorothy McKinney. Her maiden name was Hayward. And Terry Burr works for Ketchikan Indian community, and she's found a lot of VHS videos of interviews with our elders in Metlakatla as well as Ketchikan. And she posted videos on her YouTube channel. And there is one interview with our auntie Dorothy. And in Shmalgit, she said, I don't want to die. I want to live. Just like that babbling brook, I want to be there to see it. And they were great words that she shared with us, and I took her words and put it into song. And this song is called Hashagu Dim Zagu, I Want to Live. Thank you very much. This next song that we'll share with you is a new song, and I apologize to my friends. I just composed it a couple weeks ago and didn't have a chance to share it with you all. But this song is called Haswelksh, which is taboo. We have a lot of balance that were taught to us by our ancestors, and they're taught to us for a reason. And one of those is that when we gather seaweed, it's real important that none of our people gather cedar bark at the same time, because Shamogidim Lahach, Chief of the Skies, will see that our trees have wounds that he needs to heal, and he'll bring the rain. And rain isn't good when you're drying your seaweed. And so this song is called Taboo, but it teaches us a lesson in how we need to follow, the rules in the sense that have been left for us by our ancestors. This is Hashwelksh.
Way
Thank you very much. This next song that we'll share with you is to honor one of our matriarchs from Gishputwada, the Kilua clan, Wilma Bain Shahim. She was a very important woman to many people's lives, not just in the Metlakatla community, but within the state of Alaska. And she taught for the University of Alaska Anchorage for quite some time as well. And she was a guidance counselor when I was in elementary school. And she was a strong advocate for teaching kids not to say no to drugs, but to say no to drugs. And she left a big impact on our lives. And she was a real strong warrior, especially as she battled through cancer. And a lot of us who had her as a guidance counselor in elementary school didn't know that she had battled cancer as she worked with us, but she never showed it. She was so strong. But I wrote this song for her after she passed. And if my O'ush Elfie is in the audience, we'd like to honor your mom at this time. Thank you. Doikshishim, thank you very much. Our next song that we'll share with you is one of our dows, our true tellings, and this is the story of Bear Mary's woman. A long time ago, when woman became of age, it was time for her to choose a husband, and her mother gave her advice and said to look at the eligible men's hands in the village. If she found a man's hands hard and callous, it shows that he's a hard worker and good provider for their family. In this song, you'll see women go into her longhouse, and the men come to the entryway not showing their face, and they'll ask her yes, and she'll tell them no. As nighttime drew upon the village, woman still did not have a husband of her choosing, and her mother told her to get some rest and that tomorrow was a new day. As nighttime fell upon the village, Bear was passing through and knew woman was looking for a husband, and he decided to take a chance. And he put his paw through the entryway, and as dark as our homes were back then, both woman and her mother studied his hand for a long time and felt how hard and calloused his paw was, that she chose him and they were married. Bear never showed himself to his family during the daytime because he was afraid of his appearance. But every morning, a woman and her mother would find salmon outside their home that he had left for them. Woman's mother was very proud of all the food that Bear was providing for them, that she decided to go out and search for him one day and thank him in person. As Bear heard his mother-in-law calling for him in the woods, he was afraid of showing his appearance to her, that he turned himself into stone and was never seen again. This is Bear Mary's woman. Daikshishim Tatni Shushim, thank you very much. The next song that we'd like to share with you is a story that was shared with me by my mom about my Auntie Maggie Reese's first experience gathering cedar bark. And it's funny, after my mom shared this with me and we shared it for the first time and performed it in Metlakatla, I forget who came up to me and they said, "Gosh, we're not going to share stories with you anymore. You always put them into song." But I think it's the best way to share our culture. So this song is about my Auntie's Maggie, is her experience of gathering cedar bark. Theo is going to be playing my Auntie Maggie, and Candy's going to be playing Theo. This is Auntie's Gathering Cedar Bark. Thank you very much. So the story to that is my mom showed Auntie Maggie how to measure the bark with your hand and to look up and make sure no branches are in the way. And once my Auntie Maggie thought she got the gist of it, she went an opposite direction of my mom, and she did find a cedar tree, but when she turned around to grab her tools, she didn't know she had shifted and ended up being in a hemlock tree and struggled with that. Before we share our last two songs with you, we would just like to acknowledge Sealaska and thank them for all of the planning that they put in organizing this for us every even year. Thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for telling us where to go. And thank you for all your organization and your hospitality. Can we give a hand for Sealaska? I don't know if you've noticed, our dance members have been passing some regalia around with the members in our group. Last month, one of LGG's dance members, Timothy Vera, left us to walk into the forest. He had received a lung transplant, I believe 5 years ago. And he went through a lot of struggles coming out of it. And once he was fully healed, he was very active with our dance group when he moved to Anchorage. And he was a very all-around, well-spirited person. He was always positive. He was always encouraging, especially to our little ones in our dance group. And we just like to say Doikshishim to his family. They gave us his vest and cedar bark hat so he could dance with us one more time at celebration. And we just wanted to do a prayer for him and his family. So if you are able to stand up with us for a moment of silence, and then I'll do the prayer for us and for his family. Am dim gup a digul luskuda come, now we am da hike, minum lisam muligyon, ada amada dentkam, tatni mithagola sha.com, Nithwen. Doikshishim, thank you very much. Our last two songs that we'll share with you are the Box of Wisdom and our exit song. There are different gifts that are taught to us for a purpose, and they're to be made sure that we teach them to someone else and that they get passed down. In this song, there are 4 gifts that are given: the gift of carving, the gift of hunting, the gift of weaving, and the 4th gift is our most important gift, and that's the gift of our language. So what we're going to do with this knowledge is we're going to place it in the box of wisdom and make sure it gets carried down and passed into the hands of the next generation. And then we'll be exiting with our exit song. Again, Doikshishim Tatni Shishim, thank you very much for having us today. We're really excited to be reunited with everyone again. Doikshishim, thank you very much.